Good afternoon,
Bluebirds.
I'm
Jared.
Cece, Josie,
Evan.
Alex.
And I'm Isaac, delivering your morning announcements. Happy birthday to Drew Carey and King Philip I. Long live the king. In honor of President's Day, next week we'll be running a very special series here on the announcements called Presidents Lost in Time. Check it out.
Everybody knows George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Franklin D. Roosevelt. But some presidents' accomplishments aren't remembered. Rutherford B. Hayes, James K. Polk, Gerald Ford, and William Henry Harrison. These are the presidents lost in time that will be covered in the next week. Join us as we explore these interesting presidents.
This is sure to be an interesting series. Be sure to tune in next week to learn about some of our lesser-known presidents. Here's a book you may want to read. That's it? That's all I say?
New York hold a dramatic event.
You think when the government places sameness on a pedestal that you're safe. But from what? There's no culture, no life, no vibrancy to anything we do here. My job as a receiver has changed me. Especially in a place with no color, no culture, no anything. It's blank. I'm scared. My new job is terrifying. I witnessed the wars we haven't fought. I witnessed the dances I haven't danced. I witnessed what nobody else has, and it's tearing me apart. The giver, he's different. He gives, I receive, but something's off. Nothing is what it seems, and very few people know what I feel. I need to break out. I need to save what I see. They signed me to this job for a reason, but it's not right. The elders, something's not right. No, Jonas, don't break the rules. Jonas, please stay here. I promise the elders know what they're doing. Why can't they say, discover the rest? Do something, Jonas.
Be sure to check this book out at our HMS library. As we all know, the Highlands Middle School musical Peter Pan ended last week. Here's some reflections from cast members and audience members.
The middle school musical Peter Pan wrapped up last weekend, with the final performance being last Sunday at 2 p.m. We asked some crew and cast members what they thought, and some students what they liked about the play.
Captain Hook.
I play Keko, a pirate.
This part would have been acting out as my character, because I had my lines down and my voice down, but I just needed to act the lines.
Last year I was actually, funny story. I lost a bet. I was forced to try it out last year, and I kind of caught the theater bug. So
Hardest part is probably miking people because you had to get everybody under a certain time limit, so that's probably the hardest part.
doing everybody's makeup. I don't know. It's just like keeping everybody organized and getting it done in time.
Probably staying awake. We have a lot of really late rehearsals and really early morning.
I really liked how everybody got to fly because it really brought everything to life.
I don't think it was an individual. I think I would like to throw all the pirates into one big character because they were a lot of fun throughout the whole play. Just very energetic and just fun to watch.
I like Smee because the person who played it really captured that character's personality pretty well. So.
Being part of the play, whether as a cast member or a crew member, is certainly a memorable time.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows?
Thinking about the responses of the audience sure makes the efforts of our students really worthwhile. They should have casted me. Billy Price, born October 12, 1995, is an American football center for the Cincinnati Bengals of the National Football League, NFL. He played college football. Is this the Whittaker?
Good job.
Ugh.
Good job.
Billy Price, born October 12, 1995.
Start over again.
Billy Price, born October 12, 1995, is an American football center for the Cincinnati Bengals of the National Football League, NFL. He played college football. Is this the Wikipedia article? Here's more on Billy Price.
As many you may know, the Bengals haven't been doing so good lately. Many will blame the lack of effort from our linemen. Going 7-9 isn't something really to brag about, but this could all be changed because of a certain person. On April 26, 2018, the Bengals selected Billy Price, a center from Ohio State, in the first round of that draft. Billy Price, a 6'3", 312-pound lineman, is from Austintown, Ohio. Billy could really be a good addition to the team and could be leading us to the Super Bowl next year.
Today's pie day. We're gonna have some delicious blueberry pie, cherry pie, maybe some lemon meringue.
You can't eat this pie.
Can't eat.
It's a number.
It's a number. Today, we'll be learning about the number pi. Here's some more about the number pi. So there's no pi. Great.
$3.141592653589. Get your pans and pie dough ready for Wednesday, March 14th. We will celebrate the mathematic and delicious day known as Pie Day. Besides being a very delicious holiday, the number it is named after is very interesting. Pi is the ratio of the circumference to the diameter. But wait, what does that actually mean? The circle is a round line with an infinite number of points on it, and an infinite number of lines of symmetry. The diameter is the length between one point and the opposite point. The radius is half of the diameter, and the circumference is how long the line that makes up the circle is. So, when you eat pie, you are eating the number pi. The number pi never ends, making it an irrational number. Because of the numbers never ending, your phone number and address are in the number pi, along with your birthday and everyone else's birthday in the world. The first 3 digits of pi is 3.14. That is why the day is celebrated on March 14th.
Sally Brewer, Holly Workman, Stephanie Ewald, Kathy Donnellan, Andrea Smith.
Have a great rest of the day, Bluebirds.
Isaac, you got T-pose through the whole thing.
Put this thing back where it came from, or so help me.
There's some great leaders in history, but there are also terrible leaders. Here's a video on one bad leader, Turkmenbashi.
When it comes to intelligence, Turkmenbashi likely won't be the first person you think of. He had many ideas about ways to change Turkmenistan for the better. One of his first ideas was to begin to change the Karakum Desert's climate, which wasn't much of a problem in the first place, yet he still thought it was the most important. Turkmenbashi, coming up with his own ideas, being the independent individual he is, decides to grow a forest of cedar trees in the desert sand. Not only that, he also tried to build an ice palace in the middle of the desert. Why, might you ask? He wanted a place where he could hold a zoo of penguins. Despite his illiteracy, Turkmenbashi wrote a book named the Runama, or Book of the Soul. Because he was illiterate, it had many spelling errors and poorly structured sentences. Turkmenbashi deemed it a holy book, and made it a requirement to read and memorize the Runama for many important things, some of which included getting your driver's license, graduating, and even entering heaven. Due to the fact that you needed to memorize this fairly long book, there were classes in school devoted to doing so. This then led to the Runama being taught in every class. As a result, kids aren't nearly as educated as they should be. Then, in 2005, Nizov launched a copy of the Runama into space for aliens to read. Turkmenbashi also named the month, a city, streets, and schools after himself. In 1998, a meteorite landed in Turkmenistan, and the scientists named it Turkmenbashi. In addition to this, since he loved his mother more than anything, he named the bread after her. I watched young dogs when I was young, the Turkmen president said. They were given bones to gnaw. Those of you whose teeth have fallen out did not gnaw on bones. This is my advice. Turkmenbashi banned gold tooth caps and gold teeth and suggested that chewing on bones would be the most effective way of tooth preservation. He was infamous for making some odd laws. For example, in 2004, Turkmenbashi banned newscasters from wearing any makeup. He did so because he couldn't tell the difference between the male and female anchors, and it made him feel uncomfortable. Fun fact, in 2006, during Turkmenistan's Independence Day, he gave out 200,000 manat to every female resident. 200,000 manat is equal to $38 in the US. Also, in 2006, Turkmenbashi won a prize which honors the best poet, but it was awarded by none other than Turkmenbashi himself. On December 21st, 2006, Turkmenbashi suddenly died from cardiac arrest.
Last night, the Winter Olympics concluded in Pyeongchang, South Korea. The United States did well. We were the fourth highest medal count with 20. Here's a review of the Olympic events and some of the winners. Not the losers.
The Winter Olympics began on Friday, February 9th. This year, it will be held in Pyeongchang, a city in South Korea. The U.S. will be sending 243 athletes. This year's Olympic events will include competitions like alpine skiing, biathlon, bobsleigh, cross-country skiing, curling, figure skating, freestyle skiing, ice hockey, luge, Nordic combined, short track speed skating, skeleton, ski jumping, snowboarding, and speed skating. Some U.S. athletes who have won gold include Jamie Anderson in the women's slopestyle, Red Gerard in the men's slopestyle, Chloe Kim in the women's halfpipe, Shaun White in the men's halfpipe, Michaela Schifrin in the women's giant slalom, and Jessie Diggins and Keegan Randall in the women's cross-country skiing team sprint. Some silver medalists include Indiana native Nick Goepper, John Henry Kruger, Chris Madzer, and Elena Myers-Taylor. Some bronze medalists include Ariel Gold, Mayanda Alex Shibutani, Britta Sigourney, Lindsey Vonn, Team USA figure skating, and women's speed skating.
Many of you may not realize that tomorrow's tax day, but I promise you your parents know. All working adults must file a report on their income to the federal government. If you don't file on time, you will receive a financial penalty. While you may not file taxes now, you will in the future. Here's a little more about tax day.
This year, on April 17th, there is a day known as Tax Day. Tax Day is known to be hated by many adults, and if you've ever seen your parents stressing over this day, you're not alone. There are two main types of taxes: income tax and corporate tax. Tax Day is usually marked as the deadline of when your taxes have to be paid, or more specifically, your income tax. Income tax is collected by the government annually based on your current income. This means that people with higher incomes will pay higher taxes, and people with lower incomes will pay lower taxes. Another tax that you may have heard of is corporate tax. This tax is usually due on March 15th and involves businesses and corporations. If your taxes are not fully paid, the IRS will send you a bill for the amount owed. If you try to evade your taxes, you can get up to 5 years in prison. Although you may hear many people hate taxes, it is vital to know about something so important that you will most likely do in the future.
Spring break's coming up soon. It gives students time to relax midway throughout the second semester. Here's more on spring break.
The first day of spring break is March 30th.
Many people are going many places, but the top 5 places to go are Las Vegas, Miami Beach, Punta Cana, Bahamas, and Puerto Vallarta.
But we wondered what HMS students were doing for spring break.
What are you doing for spring break?
I'm going to Michigan with my family.
California. Florida.
I'm going to San Francisco. Florida. Destin, Florida. Daytona Beach, Florida.
So I'm going to Destin, Florida.
Hawaii with Aaron.
I'm going to Florida.
Even if you're just staying in Fort Thomas, you can make your spring break memorable.
You can go to the park, the Levee, Fort Thomas Coffee, or even Kenwood Mall.
Man, I can't wait for my spring break.
Yeah. About that.
What do you-
So we're not gonna have a spring break.
What,
but,
what do you mean this?
Okay, there's been some budget.
Budget cuts!
Oh.
History can really impact the future. Here's a video on inventions from 100 years ago.
As you know, the past shapes the present. 100 years ago, by far, was a less technologically advanced time. You may not think so, but inventions from 100 years ago directly forms the technology we now have in 2018. We couldn't imagine living without calculators or self-winding clocks, but both of these are based on inventions that were made in the year 1918. The electric clock is something, it seems, we couldn't live without. These extremely accurate clocks were a result of a breakthrough of Henry Ellis Warren in 1918. Before then, people had to wind clocks to make the time accurate. These clocks would often fall behind or speed up. But with electric clocks, that would happen very rarely. Another invention that shaped a common device is the binary computer. Despite the name, the binary computer is most like today's modern-day calculator. This computer could perform advanced mathematical calculations in a fraction of a second. This machine uses a binary system, which represents numbers as certain sequences of ones and zeros. This device was made possible by a small electrical circuit creating the on and off signals needed for the computer. So next time you use a calculator or check the time on the wall, remember the origin of these groundbreaking devices.
On Friday, February 6th of this year, another step was made in space exploration. Many of you may know Elon Musk, more commonly known as elongated muskrat. He invented the Tesla car. On February 6th of this year, he launched one of his own cars into space with a dummy in the driver's seat. Here's one of a two-part series on elongated muskrat.
Since the dawn of time, humans have been chasing the stars. Recently, they've done it. They have reached the moon. This is a huge step for mankind. This will help the expansion of our humble world.
That was it. The end of space exploration. Until now. What are you doing?
What do you mean? What's
No,
wrong?
no, no, no. You can't be doing that. No, that won't work.
It's under 7 seconds.
What are you doing?
They don't know what it is.
Yes, they will.
No, they're
They've-
uncultured. They're
they've
like
seen
6th
'em.
graders.
The year was 1971. It was a bright, sunny day in South Africa, June 28th to be exact, and the world's most influential man was about to be born. In his early years, Elon was already a prodigy, with him coding and releasing his first game, Blastar, at the age of 12. Though he had his triumphs, Musk was severely bullied throughout childhood. The worst time was when he was once hospitalized when a group of boys threw him down a flight of stairs and then beat him until he was unconscious. This did not deter him though, as you can tell by his success nowadays. At the age of 18, he ran away to Canada.
Now, for the second part of our two-part series on elongated muskrat.
In 1995, Elon and his brother started an online software company called Zip2. This company was invested in by a small group of angel investors. Eventually, it grew. It grew so much that Musk was able to gain contacts with the New York Times and Chicago Tribune. March 1999, Musk co-founded X.com, an online financial service and email payment company, with $110 million from the sale of Zip2. 1 year later, the company merged with Confinity, which had a money transfer service called PayPal. The merged company focused on PayPal service and was renamed PayPal in 2001. Musk was ousted in October 2000 from his role as CEO due to disagreements with other company leadership, notably over his desire to move PayPal's Linux-based infrastructure to Microsoft Windows. In early 2001, Elon came up with a plan, a conceptual colonization plan for Mars called Mars Oasis. He then met with Russian officials to buy a lightly used intercontinental ballistic missile. They wanted too much for the missile, and Musk stormed out of the meeting outraged. On his flight back to America, Musk realized something. The total parts for building a rocket only took up about 3% of the total cost of a launch. It was concluded that, theoretically, by applying vertical integration in the module approach from software engineering, SpaceX could cut launch price by a factor of 10 and still enjoy a 70% profit. Musk then founded SpaceX in 2002, with the goal of making a true spacefaring civilization out of humanity through entirely reusable rockets, but this is only the beginning. In the years to come, and hundreds of millions of dollars under his belt, Musk started the development of Falcon 1 and the Falcon 9 rockets, with 1 and 9 engines respectively, and the Dragon multi-purpose capsule, and in 2006 earned a contract with NASA to develop and test the Falcon 9, in order to carry cargo and other supplies up to the International Space Station. On May 22, 2015, SpaceX successfully landed their Falcon 9 rocket onto their autonomous spaceport drone. This was the first time in history such a feat had been achieved by an orbital rocket, and is a massive step towards rocket reusability and lowering the cost of access to space. Over the next 2 years, SpaceX would have over 25 successful launches and landings of the Falcon 9. On February 6, 2018, SpaceX successfully launched Falcon Heavy, the most powerful rocket in operation as of 2018. The inaugural mission carried Elon's personal Tesla Roadster with a dummy named Starman in honor of David Bowie. This is a huge step for his plan of making humans interplanetary. But why is this so important? Well, Elon said it best. An asteroid or a supervolcano could destroy us, and we face risks the dinosaurs never saw. An engineered virus, an inadvertent creation of a micro-black hole, catastrophic global warming, or as yet unknown technology could spell the end of us. Humankind evolved over millions of years, but in the last 60 years, atomic weaponry created the potential to extinguish ourselves. Sooner or later, we must expand life beyond this green and blue ball, or go extinct.
Keep watching the news for more of Elon Musk's pioneering adventures into space. For entertainment today, we'll be showing you a card trick. See if you can pick up on the sleight of hand in this video.
So, I want you to pick 2 of the 4 suits.
Clubs and diamonds.
Clubs and diamonds, okay. Now pick one of the 2 you did not just choose.
Spades.
Spades, okay, so what does that leave us with? The hearts,
yes.
Right? Alright. So, next I want you to pick 7 cards from the ace to the king. 7.
2, 4, 6, 9, 7. Jack, queen.
Alright, now out of those 7, I want you to pick 3.
2, 4, 7.
Alright, now what does that leave you with? What were the other 4 cards you had?
It was 6, 9, Jack, and queen.
Alright. So now out of those, pick 2.
Jack and queen.
Jack and queen. Alright, now pick 1.
Queen.
Alright, so what card you pick? The queen of hearts? Yes.
Yeah.
So you chose hearts and you chose the queen. Alright, so we're gonna flip over this card. No, not the queen of hearts. However, this one is.
Wow. That's it. Look, it's not fake. Look, it's real. It's a real one. That's a queen. That's a certified queen.
Alright, so how I did it was
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
Did you figure out the trick? If you didn't, there's no hope. There's nothing you can do. You'll never learn it. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Right at the end.
You never learn it. I'm sorry. You're doomed. As our broadcast is coming to a close today, we'd like to share with you a game the teachers played. This segment may give you an opportunity to see our teachers in a different light.
To spice things up a little bit, we challenged teachers to a little game. This game might be familiar to you, being a very famous game, the 5-second rule. Some teachers got a little confused, but on the other hand, some of them answered every single question on time. Here are some of the best clips.
Name 3 types of candy bars.
Miss Sheffy.
Twix, whatchamacallit, Musketeers.
Make 3 animal noises.
Miss Rollins.
Oink, moo, ba.
Name 3 types of fish. Weinreich.
Largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, rock bass.
3 songs. Mrs. Fry.
Shake it off.
And name 3 football teams. Cochrane.
Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns, Miami Dolphins.
Name 3 types of pizza shops.
Sheffy.
Pyology, Magic Mushroom, and Pizza Hut.
Name 3 types of mountains.
Sheffy.
3 types of mountains, Pyrenees, Alps, Rockies.
Name 3 things of anything.
Okay, the Lego table, maker space, and
Name 3 types of Chinese foods.
Sheffy.
Fried rice, egg rolls, wontons.
Name 3 clothing stores. Mrs. Fry.
H&M, JCPenney, and Amber.
3 animal noises. Albert.
moo, mar, and
Cinderella, Snow White, and Moana.
She's not a princess.
Yes, she's a Hawaiian Island princess.
Rogue.
Winner, winner, I'm gonna drink my dinner.
Take that one all the way, for sure.
Name 3 Disney princesses.
Coke and Mountain. What, or do they have to be from the same brand?
Name 3 roller coasters.
Mr. Newporty.
Whoa!
Name 3 Disney movies.
Name 3 football teams.
Remember that one part on
Cochrane.
Dumb and Dumber?
Name 3 mountains.
So wine red.
3 mountain ranges or 3 individual mountains? That's 2 completely different questions.
Will you say that last word again?
happy. Beat. Did you say beat?
You didn't do it in 5 seconds.
That's a badly worded question. Big, little, medium. She didn't name noises, she made noises. You should name them.
But I said them.
I didn't get the wrong thing. She definitely didn't get the clothing stores because I don't think it's a clothing store. Now, it could be a clothing store. I think I'm gonna open that up. What they have is they have big and tall. They don't have short and fat, and I really need a short and fat store. Something with short arms and a big fat neck.
Maybe it's muscle.
It's not. It's covered in 50 pounds of bad eating decisions.
We hope you enjoyed the 5-second game. You already know who it is. MC Og is about to drop the mic.
MC Og, about to grab the mic, drop it like it's hot, give them what they like. Old school flavor, you should know that I'm dropping these bars from the streets of Ludlow. Check out the news, what do I see? Another overdose out on the streets. What can we do to fix the situation? The drug epidemic that grips our nation. If you're getting high, then you need a clue. Gonna rattle off some positive things to do. Go on a hike, go ride a bike, shake your tail feather all through the night. Go shoot some hoops, bang on the drum, bake some cookies and bring me one. Play some Madden on the big screen. Watch Riverdale if that's your scene. Hanging with your friends is all you need. Don't need no booze, don't need no weed. Read The Hobbit, eat some Fritos. Click on Vimeo and listen to Migos. In the summertime, hit up the pool. Do a cannonball, but don't act the fool. Hit the ski slopes in December. But here's a little something that I want you to remember. Crack is whack. Listen up, cause I'm gonna tell you something here that's a fact. Crack is whack. Don't mess around, cause I only spit the truth. Believe that. I said crack is whack. Listen up, cause I'm gonna tell you something here that's a fact. Crack is whack. Don't mess around, cause I only spit the truth. Believe that.
For lunch today, we're having fried butter on a stick, croissants, and Burger King foot lettuce. The alternate is raw, uncooked beef. Delicious. For lunch tomorrow, we're having steamed hams, MREs, and world's finest chocolate bar.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm gonna make them give back our past.
The alternate will be a full pineapple. Remember, you can always fix yourself a salad or add fresh and assorted fruit to your lunch.
Have a great rest of the day, Bluebirds.
That's all, folks.